Let's get another perspective on the global financial turmoil. For that, we turn to Mohamed Amma. He's the managing director of Beam Capital Management, a New York investment firm. Mr. Amma, thanks for being with us.
It's my pleasure.
We had 6 central banks around the world cut their interest rates today. It seemed to have no impact whatsoever on the markets.
It is true. Most stock markets around the globe were closed down today. There is a consensus among many investors that perhaps this might not be enough. There are many factors that led to today's decline, albeit, like you said, these 6 central banks cut interest rates. There's a lot of uncertainty around the globe, and typically uncertainty begets fear, and fear begets selling, and that's what we've seen today. You've seen these massive moves upside and down.
Well, this seems to beg the question now. If they've fired their major weapons, do governments around the world have any real economic tools or leverage back in their toolbox they can use?
Sure. I mean, they have used a lot of tools, like you said. They've been very creative as well. You know, the quasi-nationalization of many banks in the UK is something new, recently at least. The lending by the US Federal Reserve directly to corporations, you know, intervening in the commercial paper market, that's new. Central banks and governments around the world are very creative. They will think of something. Interest rates is one of many, many toolboxes that they have.
Mm-hmm. The IMF has come out and predicted a continued slowdown in the global economy and a recession here in the United States. Is there any bright spot you see out there?
Well, it's definitely a buyer's market, looking at the reaction of the markets we've seen. This is a crisis and it will pass. We are in a recession, and that's a normal in the economic cycle. It's not something unusual. It's a healthy thing to have a recession. You know, economies don't always prosper. There's this downturn in the economy. So things will get better eventually, but it's really a matter of time.
Is your firm buying these days?
We have been buying, actually, particularly this week. We've put a lot of money to work.
Well, I'm sure that's reassuring to a lot of people. Thank you, Mohamed Amma, who is with Beam Capital Management here in New York. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin.